Hello, collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. So, you guys, this is going to be our Unsent Letters spread where I talk about someone that you have been in no contact with that you used to have a romantic situation with. You could have been husband and wife, and you're now divorced, boyfriend and girlfriend, or this could have been a situationship or third party situation. Either way, whoever this individual is, you have not had contact with them either in about 6 months all the way up to 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, But this is a person that you had a connection with at one point. But something happened between the two of you where you decided to go into separation. Either they walked away from you or you walked away from them. You guys know your story. But basically, this spread is going to tell us what happened between the two of you, what their unspoken truths were during your situation. What were those things that they hid from you that they never told you that, maybe they wish they could have? I'm also going to pull a spread from Love Me Not, because I want to be nosy. I want to see what this person truly thought about the connection between the two of you. And then I'll also pull, of course, our unsent letters. If you guys were to connect again, if you guys were to see each other one more time, what would you guys say to each other? What would this person have to say to you? What would you say to them? Are either of you still angry? Have you guys grown, healed, evolved? Are you guys in new relationships? Do you still think about each other? What are you guys feeling? And then at the very end, just to have a little fun, I would like to see what music connected the two of you guys when you guys were together, or what music describes your situation now. But all right, let's get started. Welcome back, all of my current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you guys so much for the love that you guys have shown the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. I can't ever say it enough. Welcome in all the new followers and subscribers. I'm so glad that you found the channel. I always pray that the messages are useful to you and they give you just a little bit of advice, a little bit of wisdom. Maybe you're dealing with a situation and wasn't too sure how to handle it, what to say, what to do, right? We've all been there, or if this is just confirmation regarding a past situation and if you made the right decision, if it was correct to walk away, and let go, or if maybe there's a chance for reconciliation. Let's see. Well, let's start with what happened. Let's get some overall energy about what could have happened between you guys in the past. Okay. Real love, real deal, true bond, unshakable divine union. So I feel like when you guys first connected to each other, you guys both felt that this was real love, the real deal, true bond. You guys had a great friendship. You guys had an unshakable bond. And I think it felt divine between the two of you. I think even the people external to you were a little bit confused. I think because everybody saw this as such an unexpected situation between two people. I think you guys were just as surprised, but I think you were pleasantly surprised. Just looking at this depiction of the two of you, I think your time together was incredible. I think you really enjoyed each other's company. I think you saw each other, in a way that I don't think you've ever seen anyone else you've ever dated or been with, whether you were married before or not. I feel like this is someone you felt like could really be your person. And it felt like the real thing, which is always good. Planning, text, call, hesitation, strategizing, wants to take you out. Yeah, I feel like in the beginning of your connection, I feel like you had someone who would be excited to be able to plan the dates with you guys. They could not wait for the next time that they were going to see you. They would probably, act all chill and suave and, act like they weren't pressed. But on the inside, they were probably super excited to see you. They could not wait for that next time to come. It was like every other day was mundane until the day that they knew that they were going to see you. And it really, truly excited the both of you. That's super cute. All right. Reconciliation, putting in the work, better communication, getting back together, and an equal give and take. Okay. I mean, so again, I feel like even if you guys did have disagreements, in this connection, I feel like you guys always found a way to come back to each other. You guys always found a way to reconcile. I feel like your person that you were connected to, I think they knew you well enough to know how to get back into your good graces. I feel like they loved you enough, they needed you in their world enough at that time that they made sure, that they didn't allow you to stay mad at them, whether it was a healthy way or a toxic way, I don't know yet. We'll see. But you guys found a way to stay connected, to each other. And again, it seems like you guys really felt like you needed each other at the time, and it felt good. It felt different than I think any other times. What else? What happened here? No. Well, this is what happened. Somebody had a love affair. Wow. Well, I can see that's where the tables probably started to turn, because somebody started to step out on the other. As real as it was between the two of you, somebody still wanted more. Somebody wanted to have their cake and eat it too. And, you know, you looked at this person as a player. They liked attention from a lot of people. And I think in the beginning you knew that, but you really didn't see where it was heading until one day you saw it. It says third party player hooking up, possible STD. Wow. Wow. Yeah, but they were always thinking about you. So even while they were hanging out with other people, starting to give their attention to other people, they still were fixated on you for some reason. They still were trying to hold on to you. And it was probably just holding on to your energy at that point. Because again, now as we get the storyline, it's starting to sound like there was a lot of love bombing in the beginning. So they made you feel like you had the real deal, that you had found your person. They did a lot in the beginning to get you to fall in love with them. And that's why they made sure to always keep you close. Even those moments where you started to feel like you needed to walk away, they made sure to reconcile with you. It's interesting how quickly this story has turned, but it's like you never know the mask that people are wearing. And sometimes it doesn't show right away because people are so good at portraying what they want you to see. And that's exactly what happened. And so basically, once you figured out that this person had a third party, they were hooking up with other people, giving their attention away to other people, yeah, you started to want to walk away. But this person never stopped thinking about you because they knew the bond that you had. Regardless of how they were acting, they knew the chemistry between the two of you. Yeah, exactly. But it turned into some type of infatuation. It turned into this obsession where even when you felt this wasn't right for you because you didn't want to be in a third party, you didn't want to share your energy with them and the 3, 4, 5, 6 other people that they were now giving their energy and attention to, but they didn't want to let you go at the same time. They were very selfish. And even when you tried to walk away, they would just pop up unexpectedly. They would basically make you face them, make you talk to them, make you, see them because they knew that you were truly attracted to them. They knew that you wanted to be connected to them. So they did everything they could to, keep you in their life. But eventually you were like, you know what? No, I'm chucking the deuces. You were like, I'm fed up. I'm done. You can't have me, your cake, and eat everybody else too, if you know what I mean. And that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted your attention because it was the purest energy out of the bunch. You were their MVP player, and they still had, their second picks, third picks, fourth picks on the bench, that they could play with or put in the game every once in a while when your energy, because it was so pure, became too much for them. It made them feel too deeply. So, in order to keep a balance for them, they had to have the other second, third, fourth, and fifth parties available that they didn't have to emotionally connect to because this person was not emotionally available. They played the role very well to make you feel that they were. And that's where that connection and that chemistry in the beginning came from. But then you started to truly see them, and then you understood the game. It started to make sense to you. Wow. Yeah, exactly. This person got caught up, their secrets got exposed, and you were so glad that you had basically walked away from them before all of that came to light. So you were not connected to that situation anymore. But it's just unfortunate that, this person wore such a good mask with you. They made you feel like you guys had this divine union. They made sure that they paid all this close attention to you, but it was for the purpose of love bombing. It was for the purpose of getting you to fall in love with them and be infatuated with them so that you didn't let go, so that they could add another player to their team. Wow. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Toxic love. Exactly. It was a lot of manipulation, and it was dysfunctional. It was dysfunctional. And this person definitely made you feel like you were special, but they kept so many secrets from you that you knew that you could not trust them. Even as much as you were attracted to this person, as much as you felt inside, after dealing with this person, they made you question your own intuition. They made you question your judgment. And like I said, you had to chuck those deuces. But let's see if this person actually really cared about you at all. Let's see. What's the love me not deck got to say about this one? This is interesting. Some people self sabotage because they feel like they're not good enough for people. So they treat people like crap that actually truly love and care for them. And it's unfortunate that they end up losing the best thing that ever happened to them. My love life isn't really a priority at the moment. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. While this person in the beginning love bombed you, made you feel like they were looking for something from you, whatever that was, deep down, they knew that their love life wasn't their priority. They were not looking for real love. They were not looking for commitment. They were not looking for anything locked down. Yeah, exactly. Here's the other one that popped out. I think we could have a lot of fun together, but I don't see it progressing into something deeper. Confirmation. This person wasn't looking for anything deep again, but they made sure you felt that, because they knew if you felt that, you were going to continue to put in the effort, the time into them. You were going to constantly pay attention to them. You were going to give to them, whether that was energy, time, money, your body, whatever the case. They benefited from making you feel like they wanted more of a commitment from you. And the sad thing is that they actually really loved everything about you. They looked at you as perfect, but I think that was part of the problem. They knew that they could not live up to your expectations. They played the role very, very well. They stayed long enough to get you to fall in love with them. And as soon as you did, and they felt that and they could see that, they knew they had you. Now they can actually show their true colors. Now that they can start going back and hanging out with all these third parties and being disrespectful in your face, because now they knew that you were in love with them. It wouldn't be that easy for you to walk away from them. I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind. Exactly. You had this idea of this person because it was the person they portrayed to you. This is the person that they showed you. Nobody else. just you, but you didn't know that. You didn't realize this was part of their grand scheme. You didn't realize this was part of their plan. This was part of their game. This is what they were doing in order to manipulate you with this toxic love, with these patterns of hot and cold and push and pull. You didn't catch on right away because, again, you were looking for something genuine. You really felt the connection in the beginning, and it was so strong that it became confusing. You stopped listening to your intuition because you were battling with your heart and your mind when it came to this person, and that's exactly the place that they wanted you, trapped in your head. Because as long as you were trapped in your head, they had control over you. And they did this to you for a few years. It lasted for a while. You were stuck in this situation, not sure what to do. And they knew that you were interested in everything that they had going on. They knew that you were interested in them and getting to know them and trying to grow with them. You were captivated by this individual. And I feel like part of that captivation was that you looked at them as something so unique, someone so different than what you had dealt with before. But deep down, this person just had won an Oscar when it came to lying about who they were. They probably had a shelf full of trophies from being the best cast and best actor in a sitcom. Because to them, they looked at this as a joke. They didn't have any concern about what this was going to do to your heart, how heartbroken you were going to end up being because of their actions, because of their decisions. They were just playing the game. And they had played the game for so long, they were used to it. I'm sure they have a jar of hearts somewhere in their house right now of all the people and the broken hearts that they collected along the way. And you were now becoming one of them. Wow. One more. Wow. Yeah. And this was part of the other reason that they kept playing this role, even though they know that they felt something too with you. I don't care what role that they played. I don't care how much they were acting. Deep down, this person felt something that they had not felt in a very long time, but they were not in the game of falling in love. They were in the game of collecting hearts. I think you're great, but I'm worried about what other people would think. And that's the other thing. They were easily influenced by external people in their life, friends, coworkers, family. This person didn't have their own mind when it came to what even they wanted. They wanted whatever was pleasing to other people, but they didn't even know what pleased them. And again, no matter how deep the connection could have been, this person did not choose you. They chose to be a player. They chose your third parties. They chose their friends. They chose their family. They chose everyone else except you. But let's see. Let's figure out what the unspoken truth was. What was this person feeling deep down that they never said out loud, that you would have never known would be possible? Because at the end of this, you probably didn't even think they had a heart at all. Maybe smaller than the Grinch. Or maybe they were just hiding the heart that they had. They were hiding the emotions they felt, but let's see. Let's figure it out. If fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? Yeah, this person knew that it was possible that you guys could have been destined to be together long term. But again, this person mentally was not in the right space. This person had a different life before you showed up, and they could not just walk away from that life. This person, again, with these third parties, most likely was already married to someone else, and maybe you didn't even realize that. But they were so used to being in the streets, they were so used to sharing their energy with everyone else, that again, no matter what they possibly felt for you, they were not ready to slow down and admit that they had true emotions. I just want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. Yeah, this person knew that they were not good for you. This person knew that they could not give you what you deserved. And that small part in their heart, that small part of their conscious knew that they would break you. They knew that they were hurting you. They knew it. They always knew it. But then it was that selfish part that said, there's no way that I could let this perfect person go, the person that makes me feel better than any of these options. This is a different energy that nobody can give me, so I'm not going to let it go no matter how much it may hurt them. So they choose to make you stay knowing that it will break you. Exactly. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. Confirmation of what I just said. They were terrified of actually feeling and getting close to anyone, even though deep down they did feel that with you. And they were terrified of losing you because, again, you gave them a feeling that they had never felt before. You gave them something that they could never get from anybody else. But unfortunately, they were not ready to lay down their player ways for you and anyone else. So there was this constant divide between all of your emotions and the emotionless. Wow. What else? Those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. Yeah, this person knew that you had come into their life for a reason, collective. This person knew that you were their wish fulfillment. This person knew when they first saw you and they first locked eyes with you that you were the person that they had been praying for, that you were the person that they had so many nights hoped and wished for because they were so exhausted of dealing with all of these non-commitments, all of these third parties, man or woman. They were exhausted of the runarounds, of the one night stands, of the emotionless hookups, because this person was grown, at least physically, at least in age, but maybe not mentally, but they too felt tired of the chase. At some point, you even get tired of your own lies to the point where you can't even look yourself in the mirror because you don't even know who you are. So when this person met you, they felt some form of relief with you. They felt safe with you. You felt like home to them, even though they treated you like you were a motel that they were only renting for the night. They knew you were their safe space. Yeah. And they pretended like they didn't care. But the reality is now all they can do is see you in their dreams. They pretended for so long. They convinced so many people, and not everyone, because I guarantee you that the energy that you guys had between the two of you was so extraordinary that people knew the connection you had without even you saying anything. And I think people knew this person was lying about how they felt about you, but not enough to care really. But if they think that they were fooling other people, then they were definitely fooling themselves. More than once, more than twice, more than three times, it seems, this person sabotaged something that could have been so great between the two of you. But now all they can do is dream about you. Yeah. They basically felt like there could be no way that you could see them as somebody that you could truly want because they didn't even see themselves as worthy. There would be no way that you could want to invest in them because they didn't even want to invest in them. Well, since you guys have been in separation, it's been a while. And I'm sure you guys have both gone through your own situations. Collective, you are probably in a new relationship or putting yourself back out there. Depending on how recent this is, some of you may still be healing from this situation because it was such a deep connection between the two of you that I'm sure that it was not easy to just walk away. It took every bit of your strength and power to truly walk away and stay away because the pull was just that strong. But at some point, this person gave you no other choice because their disrespect became so loud and their need to please everyone else except you became so evident that you accepted the role and that your time in their life was over. But if you guys had a chance to come back to each other, if you had a chance to see each other one more time, if you had a chance to just say one more thing, what would this person say to you? Collective, I hope you heal. Mind, soul, heart, trauma, past, be happy, be loved. This person realized that they did you wrong, but they would pray that you still heal your mind, your heart, your spirit from all the trauma of the past, all the shit they put you through that they know they did and maybe didn't ever apologize for either. But for some of y'all, they would still want to see you happy. They would still want to see you loved. Isn't that very unselfish of them? And then for you guys, I asked for a sign. I'm trying to move on. Yeah, you guys are definitely trying to work on your healing from this situation. Again, because I could see how deep the connection between the two of you guys were and how hard it was for you to truly walk away, how much strength it took for you to truly say, I am done with this situation. Because at one point you thought to yourself, we have to be the right people, but maybe at the wrong time. But this person knows that they were just a foolish kid who was handed the flawless pearl too early in life. They regret their behavior towards you. They think back and they're nostalgic because they realize how good you were to them. And now, with all the people that they've dealt with since you, they realize that you were rare, you were one of a kind, you were a true treasure. And that they were a little foolish kid who played with you as if you were a diamond or a fake piece of jewelry from the cracker box. And they threw you away because they didn't appreciate you. What else would they say? Wow, that one flew across the table. They're really sorry, collective. I'm sorry for the way I behaved at the end of our relationship. I know I hurt you. I want it to be better. This person knows that they were a jackass and they were cruel to you. They treated you so poorly. They made sure that you never wanted to turn back. But now, since time has passed, they are truly sorry for the way that they behaved at the end of the relationship. They did not handle it well. They were even more disrespectful. They talked trash about you behind your back. They called you out of your name. They told lies to the community because they would not admit their wrongdoing, how they treated you like shit behind closed doors. But to your face, they made you feel like you were the best thing in their world. And deep down you were, but they were not ready to accept that. They were not willing to change for you or anyone else, not even themselves. But now it's sunk in. There is no coming back, so they are now sorry. And unfortunately, you may never get to hear that from them. Some of you guys may, because this person may come back, so just be prepared. I'm no longer waiting for you. You are not the same person anymore. I miss the old you. I wish I cherished those moments when it was just us. Yeah, collective, you're no longer waiting for this individual. And you know that this person most likely has changed. They probably have gotten worse over time. Some people, I'm sure, have gone through healing, but most of the time, when people are not willing to be accountable for their actions, they're never willing to apologize. Most of the time, people just become more and more bitter, collecting more and more broken hearts along their way. But you're no longer waiting for this person. Like I said, collective, you moved on. You are looking for real love. Better unsaid. We are a love story never written. Maybe in another life, I would be yours. Yeah. This person, they know that there's really nothing that they can say to make you come back. So all they can do is hope that maybe in another lifetime you would give them another chance. That would be definitely up to you, collective. You'd never let me be free, will you? I've always loved you. Yeah. This person is now, even after all this time, I think just truly realizing just how deep their emotions for you were, because before they were so evasive with you. They treated you like you were not important to them at all. Like they would rather talk to the wind, like they would rather talk to the trees, but they were not making it seem like they missed you at all. They didn't miss your conversation, the time you spent together. This person was in such denial. I let go, but I did so with love. I'll never forget you. I wish you peace. I wish you love and abundance. I wish for you the life of your dreams, even if that doesn't include me, collective, because you are so respectful of your healing journey. You are choosing not to be bitter. You are still wishing this person well. You are still wanting this person to eventually find what they truly need and what they truly desire, because that's exactly what you're choosing to do. You are choosing to take the high road and take care of yourself and allow love in, keep your heart open. But it has been an intense level of healing that you have gone through, are still going through. And for some of y'all, you haven't walked away from this person quite yet, but it's probably time for you to, because you've probably been holding on to this for so long and you know that this person is not going to change for you. People do not change unless people are ready to change. Period. So maybe this is a confirmation that for some of you guys, it's time to save yourself. I surrender to whatever this life has planned for me. Maybe something good will happen eventually if I just keep waiting. Maybe the universe will reward my patience. Probably not. Yeah, this person still expects you to come back to them. This person was arrogant to the point where they never thought you would walk away from them, collective. So they are still sitting there waiting for you, expecting some type of communication, even though they have not even given you the respect to probably even say that they are sorry for the fact that they know they treated you like dirt, that they did not cherish you or appreciate you when they had you, but they expect you to still come running back because they remembered that person. They remembered that old version of you who was madly in love with them and would do anything for them. And they cannot see you in this new light. They cannot see you in this new version. So they are in true denial as they sit and patiently wait, knowing that the universe is not going to reward them with another you because they don't deserve it, especially if they have not healed. Wow. Let me get you some music oracles. Let's see if we can figure out what kind of relationship y'all had. What music would describe the connection between the two of you guys, either from the past or currently. Let's see, collective. Wow. I mean, people got to get it together, y'all. You know, it's like, I don't think people truly understand that love like that, connections like that, they just don't come around. They're not a dime a dozen. You can't just go and pick one off the shelf like a keychain. No. But, you know, most of the time people learn who they are and life lessons the hard way, and they learn by loss, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. All my life, artist, Little Dirk. Yeah, dark night of the soul. Yeah, this person is definitely going through a dark night of the soul at this time. This person is definitely dealing with that regret and that pain of how they treated you. They are now feeling deep down what you felt all those years trying to love them, trying to hold on to them, and how much they pushed you away and how many times they broke your heart. And they're probably going through old text messages and looking at the communication between the two of you and how much they just disregarded you, because having fun in the moment for them was much more important than cherishing what they had right in front of them. Wow. Oh, so this person is going through it at this time. Wow. Yeah. Fallen by Alicia Keys. Yeah. They were hot and cold, falling in and out of love with you. And that's how you felt because of how they treated you, collective. You kept falling in and out of love with this person because you were so confused about who the hell they were. And it was because this person's emotions were also all over the place. So it was a lot of chaos. And it was because this person could not believe that there would be somebody that could truly treasure them and love them without having an agenda. And that's because they were easily influenced by the people around them. They couldn't make up their own mind about you, even though their heart was telling them everything they needed to know. Wow. Yeah. Right by my side, Nicki Minaj featuring Chris Brown. Yeah, they miss you. It all comes down to this. I miss your morning kiss. I won't lie. I'm feeling it. You don't know, and I'm missing it. I'm so dumb. I must admit. It's too much to hold it in. I can't say no more than this. I just hope your heart hear me now. Gotta let you know how I'm feeling. You own my heart. He just written. Don't turn away. Pay attention. I'm pouring out my heart. Oh boy. I'm not living life. I'm not living right. I'm not living if you're not by my side. Yeah, y'all, this person is missing you. I don't care how long it's been since you guys been in separation. This person is going through it. I mean, between the dark night of the soul and they missing you, and they know that you're probably in a new connection, and they feel like this person is just a rental, and this person planning on coming back, you guys. Hold up. Wow. I don't think this person is going to just let you go like that. I don't care how long it's been. This person has, yeah, because they're feeling broken. Just give me a reason by Pink. Yeah, yeah. You stole this person's heart. And even though they would never admit it then, I'm telling you, they are feeling it now. They are going through their dark night of the soul and they are seeing all the shitty behavior that they showed you, and they are embarrassed and they are regretful. And I don't think they have felt those feelings in a very long time, but I think that's why they're being sat down so they can truly see what they've lost. Wow. Wow. Hold up. What else? Yeah. Like I said, this person is going through. Wow. Yeah. Calm down, Rima. Everything will be okay. Yeah. You know that everything will be fine, but I feel like this is what this person is feeling. This person feels like they're going to have another chance to come back and reconcile with you, collective, and they feel like everything will work out just fine. That's very interesting because this person is in a state of nostalgia right now because they are really thinking back. Yeah. Confirmation, because you guys have been in no contact, and now all they're thinking about is The Unthinkable by Alicia Keys. Yeah, now they want to have a moment of honesty with you. And this person's going to try to take the lead. They are truly going to try to come in with this communication. They're going to try to sit down with you so they can truly tell you how they feel, because you gave this person a feeling that they never felt before. Confirmation, like I said earlier. But it took you going no contact with this person for them to truly see you and value you. And now they realize what they had. And now all of a sudden they want to tell you that they're ready. Oh, wow. Ooh, collective. Wait a minute. Double confirmation, divine masculine, Stand by Me by Ben E. King. This, somebody got a divine masculine. Oh, somebody then going through their dark night of the soul and they missing you like crazy, and you've been in no contact and they've been thinking about you constantly, about all the bad behavior, hot and cold, not telling you how they feel, and they are now trying to come in, talk about everything's going to be okay, even though y'all been in no contact, because they feel like you give them a feeling that they've never felt. This divine masculine, divine feminine feels like and now knows that you were their person. You were the person that was sent to them as a blessing, and they blew it, their blessing. They fumbled. Trey Songz fumbled. Yes, they fumbled your heart. That just popped in real strong. Trey Songz fumbled. They fumbled you. They fumbled your heart because they thought your heart was just like that collection of broken hearts that they had in a jar, that they did not treasure you. They didn't realize that your heart was bigger than all of the hearts combined in the jar. That's why they could not fit it in the jar. But now they see, wow, what they had. Yeah. They told you all those beautiful lies. They were a liar. Beautiful Lies by Young Blue featuring Kailani. Yeah, beautiful lies. Don't break my heart telling me beautiful lies. You became an emotional wreck collective because of all the lies. So you got so much on your chest, all those things that you had to hold in to yourself, you had to walk away with because you never got any resolution. You never got that apology. You had to take all of those emotions with you when you walked away. But now you have somebody trying to run in this divine feminine, this divine masculine, now realizing what they had, they didn't treasure, because they're going through a dark night of the soul and they are suffering through it because all they feel is this missing you energy, this unthinkable Alicia Keys energy. They want you to now stand by them and not walk away, although it took them this long to realize how incredible you were. So whether you choose to hear them out and take them back, or keep that chapter closed, that's definitely going to be on you, collective. Damn. Ooh-wee. All right. That's what I got for y'all on this one. This was intense. Somebody got somebody running back with a lot to say. And like I said, collective, you go have some decisions to make when they get there. But I'm going to leave it right there. If this resonated, I would love to know about this one. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and follow your girl. But until next time, you guys, bye.